Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the freaking internet. Oh, yeah. We're back. We're here. We're chilling. We have some stuff to do. Lucy, you have some explaining to do. It's actually not going to be that bad today. So, our mission, I believe, I don't know if this is quite big enough, but we're going to draw a line in the sand here, metaphorically and literally, like here, right here. And we are going to draw a line in the sand, and we are going to hopefully dig out that line in the sand today. Only the world may know if we actually are able to complete it. We're going to need another beacon. I see. I understand the situation. I understand. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Understand. Okay. I don't know what the fuck that accent was, but regardless, we need to dig line in sand. Okay? Okay. And I guess it needs to be not so strict of a line, because it does need to follow the guidelines set by us while we were constructing the base of this mountain right here. It's like a weird French accent. I don't know. I don't know where that came from, but it's here, and we're just gonna roll with the punches to figure out what's new. Oh, yes. Oh. My mouse. My mouse. There we go. Alright, so we gotta cut out all the bits that are actually connected to the mountain. What's happening? That's the one thing I hate with corded mouses, and this is every corded mouse I've ever owned, to be completely honest. We're going to go right here, I think. This is where our line is going to end. Right there. So we got to make sure our line is set in stone here. So we're going to dig this all the way down to Y50 so that we know the harsh reality of our line. And hold on. We gotta make the line correct. We want it to be here. We want it to be here. So let's go ahead and just dig this whole line out, and we'll do it section by section here. Goal is to dig this little portion out, though. I say little, but it's, you know, it's a decent size. Definitely gonna take more time than I think it will, and that's always how it goes, but for sure in this case as well. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with it. Ow. I got sand on my face. Alright, let's find our line. Wherever you are. Fucking bitch. Got you. Got your ass. I got your ass. Ass like grass. Okay, at some point we will run into that line, I'm pretty sure. Where is the line? Is it? It must be further than I think it is, which is, you know, how the start of every episode really goes, truly. Was it? Did we? Where? In those orders, those are the questions that I'm asking. Did we... Where... Okay, where the fuck is it? Have we not reached it yet? Where are we? Have we gone too far? What's happening? Hello? Where is the line? Did we pass it by like 1,000,000 years? What's happening? If clearly we... Ah. I see. I was like, there's no way it's this far. There's no way. And I was right. It was not that far. Alright, so we're going to just temporarily do that and say this is our line here. This is what we wish to dig out today. This chunk adjacent, I don't know. Call it whatever you want. Call it grandma. It doesn't matter. We need to dig this out today because I have plans and it requires this to be completely gone. So start with that. Start your engines and we'll see what we can achieve here with relative ease and poise and dignity and, you know, all of the things that you'd expect to have, right? So we're just going to go down probably 2 layers at a time here because a lot of it is going to be stone. A lot of it's going to be sand, dirt at the top here. And as we go down, it'll be more stones. At the top here, we'll have way more dirt and stuff, though. And I believe it's easier to just kind of get rid of that first. And then you worry about the rest. You see, you don't really have to switch to your pickaxe very often, which is very nice. As you can see, our inventory is already full for the first time, and that's, you know, not a shock, not even a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be, I don't think this is going to be too bad, but I could easily be proven wrong here, for sure. For sure. Seeds. I don't really need, okay. I don't really need seeds. So we got our copper, we got our coal, dirt goes in here, and yes, I am combining dirt and grass into the same one. Deal with it. I don't think we're going to get as much clay as I thought we were, is what I'm learning here as well. Granite, andesite, boom. Alright, so we will need another shovel. Does not have silk. Okay, that one does have silk. Fantastic news. Fantastic news. Eat till our heart's content. Let's get rid of all the dirt first. All the dirt, all the sand. And then we'll come back in for the stone. Boning and stoning. That'd be funny. Instead of Minecraft and chill, you have boning and stoning. God damn. God damn. Although, I guess that could be applied to if you were getting stoned as well. Getting high, you know? Either way, it just works. Regardless. Whatever. You know what's funny to me that is like probably in hindsight an oversight to the company that made this feature, Twitch, obviously. They have a, like, you know, a cheer section for bits or whatever. And it says I can take slot 3, but I'm the creator, which is very weird for me to be able to be on my own leaderboard. It's very, very weird. I don't know. Very weird. Just something I have observed as of now. Oh yeah, this is gonna go nice. We need to do the full thing. The full Monty here. Here is where we need to go. Let's just temporarily block that off just so I feel a little bit safer. We can always mine it out again. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, look, a random moss block. All right, that is a 50, so let's do that. That should allow us to make a nice, easy line in the sand here. We really need to put up another beacon, don't we? Need to put up the other beacon. You can see this is pretty expansive here. I wonder if that's like actually needed or if we can just get away without it. Like we know where the harsh line is, right? Right. Alright. All the gravel, all the sand become mine. I'm just gonna try and get rid of everything that uses a shovel first, and then we'll come back and we'll get rid of all the stone. No problem. Works very, very well. Okay, I need to turn down this music because god damn is it loud. It's on like 2% and it's like just cranking the fuck up. Alright, do you feel better about yourself now, buddy? God damn. It still feels loud as shit. Why you feel so loud, buddy? Alright, let's see, we got dirt, sand. We should probably make one for moss. Actually, I guess it'll be here. Random blocks in here. Beautiful. We got our sand. We got our gravel. Got our diorite, granite, and a little bit of stone. I don't think this is going to be too bad. In the grand scheme of things here, this is not going to be too bad. At least this part for today that we want to do. This part will not be too bad. The whole thing is a different story, obviously, and it's going to take a long time. But at least this part should be pretty damn self-explanatory, pretty easy. And we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Also, I need to grab a paper towel so I can blow my nose here. It's got the itches. Did that help? No. No, it did not. A lot more dirt and gravel in this than you originally think. And that's kind of a good thing because we need that more than we need stone at this moment. Like, yeah, we're going to need a lot of stone to finish the mountain, but we're going to need a lot of these things too, so. And probably better to start collecting all the stupid amounts of sand that we need right now as well. Because it is a lot. It's a lot of sand that we're going to need to get here. Sand, gravel, clay. We need thousands and thousands of blocks here. So really anything goes, and I'm happy to get all these ores. And you know, I may be a little bit dumb for doing as much as we are doing, but you know, that's just the spirit of the game, right? Spirit of the radio, spirit of the game. It's just it's how you do things. It's how you play. Okay, I also have to check and see if this file is less gargantuan than the other files that we've had, because my god, they are just eating through memory like nothing, like butter, like absolute nothing. It's like, god dang. little 4-hour recording is like 100 gigs. Like, what are we doing? There's no reason for it to be that large, I don't think. I did update the settings, so we'll see if that is something that we can do now. Okay, maybe we can do this now. Oh, come on, bruh. What? What? Jeez, why did that take so long to get my beacon to work there? Alright, let's go all the way to the corner's edge. Oh, you bitch. You bitch. We're going to want to bring another beacon over here anyway, I think. Let's go do that now. So that we don't have to worry about this having to fight it, you know? Alright, first dirt chest filled. Excellent news. Sand, we got a little bit of gravel, a little bit of clay, just kind of randomly thrown about here. And we got a little bit of stone. Almost filled with our second stone chest now. Let's beacon over here, I guess. Don't want to take from that one just yet, the one closest to us, because I don't think it has enough. Holy crap, look at all the pumpkins, man. Pumpkins are... Jesus. What are we going to do with all these pumpkins? We do have to build with those, by the way. We are going to have to put some of those in somewhere. Wonder if we could throw them into that house and see if you'd notice at all. God, look at all the pumpkins. God dang. Alright, that's not quite enough. That's like just shy, I think. Like 20 blocks shy. Give or a take. 1 stack, 2 stack, 13. Yeah, it's 23 iron blocks shy. And I'm pretty sure we've got that somewhere laying around here. 23 iron blocks, not too bad. Iron. No. Look at all the copper. Look at all the copper. Oh, there we are. There we go. So we just take that, and then we do that, and we got our ingot. And we need to go ahead and ransack another beacon from somewhere. Probably over here, because we have taken down the wall, so it's going to be a long time before we're doing any digging over here. And should we decide to, or when we decide to, we have the base still here, so that's fine. That is absolutely fine, and we're going to wedge it right in this corner right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that. Wedge it right in the corner, and that should be excellent. I saw some people do not build a beacon like this, and it's very disturbing. They like build it in the psychopath way, like from the corners, and it's like, what? What are you doing? Why do you build it like that? Fucking psychos. Whoosh. Whoosh. Builder of derp. What? What? I don't know what you are talking about. Don't know. Your Twitch live message. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. I don't have an answer for you there. I don't remember ever setting that, but I must have, I guess. I must have set that like that. Builder of derp. That makes sense to me. That makes sense. Builder of derp. I mean, fair. I am a derpy builder, so those things kind of coexist, I feel like. That makes sense to me. We're gonna go with it. Alright, so let's do maybe a straight line here, and that way we know where we are. Where? Oh, we already passed it, bruh. What are we doing? Okay, well, this just needs to go down to this level then. And then we'll worry about the rest later. Yeah, I don't remember doing that, but it is logical, I guess, that we did it. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. But we're here digging out another chunk today, and I'm hoping we can potentially get to some building today as well. So I'm clearing out this area first because I had an idea while I was supposed to be working today. And I was, but I paused for a minute and wrote down a couple notes so that I could be, you know, so that I could make it a reality. And my notes said something along the lines of, we're going to make a multi-series arch right here. And the multi-series arch is going to connect to the Big Boy Mountain. And we need to do this for one specific reason. If we don't, things will not be the same in terms of... Or things will be the same in terms of the depth that we have, and I don't want that. 51. Oh, this is at the wrong level. What the fuck? Yeah, we don't want it to be at a war with each other. So I think the shallows is going to be a different Y level than that of the actual river right here. And I think to do that, let me land safely here. Hold on. I think to do that, we're going to have like a big structure here. So it's going to be big something, like a couple archways, a couple pillars or whatever that connect to that mountain right there, that piece. And the shallows can be a little less deep than this. So maybe this, the shallows, flows down into that, which I haven't come up with a name for yet. But it flows down into that area over there. And I think that would be very lovely. And I want to do that. So that's kind of like my thought process behind it. We want elevation changes just about everywhere. And that takes a little bit more effort, I feel like. But Also, it's fine because it will give a little bit more interest as well. So I think that's okay, and it will also save us a lot of fucking work. A lot. A metric shit ton of work. So that means we don't have to dig this whole thing down to 50. We only have to dig this part down to 50, and that saves us a lot of time. So we'll probably lower the shallows by between 1 and 3, 1 and 5 maybe. We'll probably lower the shallows by 1 through 5, a number of which I have not picked the summation of yet. And that way you can actually have, like, quote-unquote rapids, which could be pretty nice, I think. I don't know. Just an idea that I scribbled down while I was supposed to be at work today, so I kind of just feel like I need to roll with it. See if it's got any bones to it, any fruition, and you know, we're just gonna test it to its limits. Plus, serves 2 purposes. The fact that I don't have to dig as much is even fucking better. Even better. Like, genuinely, it's just great. Like, we're already digging so much, so if I can save myself a little bit on that, and instead we're able to just kind of build something in there, I think that'll work. All right, I gotta figure out how to dig this so that it's not, like, dumb. Okay, let's do here, I guess. Let's do, yeah, this little quarter, and then we'll get the rest. I think it'll work really well, though, and just give us a little bit of variation, which is always needed. You need so much variation that it's gonna hurt. You need all of it, genuinely. No matter how much you try, you can't escape having it. Because if you just make the same thing 1,000 times, it doesn't look great. You have to have subtle changes in the textures or the variations or the elevations, the colors. You have to do stuff like that, or else it just kind of blends together, and we don't want that. So I figure we can do something weird here. And the shallows, obviously, is going to be a huge derivative and variation in it of itself, because it's going to have a ton of different biomes in it. But we can do more. We can do more. We have the technology. We can do it. We have the technology, and we may or may not have the patience to do it. We'll find out. We'll find out. We may or may not. It's possible. I'm surprised our patience has lasted this long, to be honest with you. So we'll have to really dig deep and gird our loins to make this fucking happen. Really need to dig deep. Why loins? I don't know. It's just a phrase. Gird your loins. Like, it's kind of like prepare your asshole. Like, gird your loins. It's I don't know. That's the phrase. The phrase that pays. Have you ever heard someone say that? It just means, like, get yourself fucking prepared, because you're about to get hit real hard, and it could be in the dick. And if you don't have a dick, it's the metaphorical dick that you get hit in, obviously. That's how it goes. I was going to say something and it sounded weird in my head, so I don't think I'm going to say it. Yeah, we're going to just pretend that didn't exist and move on. I see my inventory's full again, by the way. It's been like 2 seconds. It's full again. It's a problem. Oh, look at that. We are up to our third chest here. Copper, iron. Nope, that's not iron. That's iron. That's coal. Yeet the single cobblestone. We don't got time for your ways. Clay, gravel. I might try to build a weird kind of mountain too. Like a non-pointy mountain, I think I want to do here. Like a very smooth boy. I think that could look decent. You saw nothing. You saw absolutely nothing. There's nothing here. I assure you, there's nothing. Can't prove anything. There is nothing there. These stupid ass water caves, man. They are coming out for blood and vengeance right now. Let me tell you. They are coming with a fucking torrent of bullshit. They're just coming at me real hard. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. What day are we up to for our streak now? Do you know by chance? Cause I don't have a fucking clue. But it's gotta be a while. Nope. Fair. Well, I know our streak, I'm pretty sure, started in early September. Sounds right. Early September. So, theoretically, if we just go again until next September, then we've done a year, right? That's how that works? Theoretically. I think Gex is on vacation because I feel like I was supposed to get the world back like sometime this week, and I think he's on vacation, so also that. So we will not be doing hardcore handoff until, you know, he's done with whatever. I'm not really in a rush. He can give it back whenever the fuck he pleases, really. Like, yes, it's supposed to be 14 days, but I also don't care that much if it's 14 days exactly. It's just something we're doing together, so all Gucci. Theoretically, yes. I'm not saying that I will or that I plan on going for a year straight of streaming daily. I am not saying that. I'm not saying that in the slightest. But if it happens, then it happens, I guess, right? It'd be cool, but I don't know if it'll happen. Funny thing happened today. What happened? Tell me everything. My glasses are feeling weird today, and I don't know why. A lot of stone. Look at that. Dirt. Dirt. Copper. We're going to get a lot of copper from this. It's great news, honestly. Very much welcomed. Overall, this doesn't feel awful to dig this little one out here. Does not feel bad. Let's get rid of all of that. Let's start clearing down. And see if we can't get rid of all the dirt and the sand and all of that jazz real quick. Well, we kind of bring down the layers little by little here. Something about doing sand things versus doing stone things is just way more satisfying. The noises that they make from the blocks are just way better. Way, way better. God, are you typing like a story over there? Good lord. I did ask what the funny thing was. This man's typing out a whole ass biography out here. A bibliography. Fighting for my life. Fair. Fighting for my life. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think this is the harsh line that we draw, and it's gonna be here. It might not have to be a harsh line. It might have to be the opposite of a harsh line, in fact. An unharsh line. Yeah, this will be real easy. Try to get rid of this little random section. That way we don't have to deal with it. It made my line not sharp. You wanted to make a blaze farm. Spawners have a 9x9x3 spawn area. While making the farm, you miscalculated. Decorated your base with special wooden leaves. It was a tragedy. It caught on fire, huh? The whole thing caught on fire. I see. That is a tragedy. Everything, yeah, that'll happen when you build completely out of wood. It will happen. Yeah. Okay, get rid of this little randomness. Good thing your storage was made out of polished deep slate, yeah. Don't want to lose that either. I guess we'll just fill in that. Repair and save. Nice, nice, nice. It's a little bit of an excitement, though. Sometimes things like that are needed. Little excitement goes a long way. Oh, baby. Oh, look, more water. Was using water, so decided to use lava because everything kept dying before they could reach the kill chamber. Yeah, water does hurt them quite a bit, for sure. Quite a bit. I do feel like we need to make an armadillo sanctuary here, too. Blaze escaped and set everything on fire again. Oof. Well, I guess you did not learn from the first iteration, huh? Gotta make sure that that doesn't happen. Seal it off completely. Alright, clear this, then we'll go drop off our layers of stuff. Dude, is this just gonna be my life forever? We're just gonna be trapped in a perplexing agony and antithesis of fucking underwater caves? Is this what's gonna just be my life? I hate you. I hate you so much. There's so many of them, too. It's such a problem. It's such a problem. I guess... I feel like we'll probably need to take out this layer, but I also feel kind of inclined to do that. You hear that? Still leaving leaves everywhere, you know. I mean, at some point, you'll learn the lesson, though, and you won't do it again, because you're going to be like, yeah, I don't want to rebuild. Have a reward for it. I have tried to entice you so many times, and it doesn't work. You have a lot of points. I've tried to entice you to use them. You don't use them. So even if I put an armadillo sanctuary reward, you're not going to be the one that redeems it. It's funny to me, too, because I easily could make this a game that you could never, ever win. You know that, right? Like, if I just keep adding things that cost points, you will never be able to win. Like, it makes me want to add a second. No, I'll never do anything like that. I'll never set it to like 10 million. But like, for example, what if I just like put another one that was 100,000 points, you know? Given you, and then like force you to choose betwixt the two of them. Like, we could do that. And then you're like, I am halfway to 100,000 points. Oh, God, but what do I use it on? I have so many options. From what I've seen, you just really, really want me to have a place to put all of our sticks. That I don't think, no matter what I put as the other 100,000 point option, I feel like you want the hall for all the sticks. You want people to be able to put their sticks somewhere safe. I feel like that is what you want. And I don't think I could change that, no matter what I put as the other reward option. Well, oh, yeah. I mean, it will have the armor stands, but that's also where the sticks are going. You know how you can name sticks? They're going there. Like, your sticks will also go there. I will probably have a Hall of Sticks within the Hall of Champions, to be honest. Like like its own wing for the sticks. You redeem everything and lose it. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. And if we do, or when we lose this world, I should say, when we lose this world, I will be changing all of the rewards as well. Like, I will go and make a shitload of new ones, depending on what we're doing. So, you could even be more trapped, because if I do it that way, you could be like, oh, but when he loses this world, I could have all the redemptions right away, right the fuck now. And then, you know, you're even more trapped, because you're like, what if the new rewards are better than the old rewards? And you just don't know, you know? You know? I still love that alert. Thank you for the biddies, Mr. Thor. Appreciate it very much. Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, look at that. Latte's in second place. Feels good. Feels good. He's on the leaderboard, but he is not first place on the leaderboard. Ha Wunderbar. Great, you're eating your lunch. Oh, what are we having for lunch today? Is it anything good? What are we making? What are we having? I'm trying to think of what I want to make for tomorrow already. Wooden stairs, a vanilla feature. Yes. Yes, they are. Wooden stairs? Yeah, man. That was the first block in the game to get stairs, was oak. Oak stairs. My usual meal, a cheeseburger and a side of ice cream. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, cobblestone and oak slabs and stairs were the first slabs and stairs that there were. You want a cheeseburger? I'm not feeling a cheeseburger right now. I don't know what I'm feeling, but it's not a cheeseburger. You know what sounds really good to me right now, actually, is like a Mazaman curry. Mazaman curry sounds really fucking good to me right now. With duck. Ooh, yes. Yes, that's what I want. Maybe I'll get that tomorrow. Maybe I will get that tomorrow, because that could be quite amazing. Ooh, yes. I love me some curry. I love me some coconut milk. Oh. And zucchini and all the fixins that are in my curry. Oh, yes. Yes, fucking please. I think I could eat curry for just about every meal. Like to know what happened 2 days ago. Sure. Hit me with it. What you got? Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. You like curry too? Ooh. Are you a green, red, or yellow curry fan? Which kind of curry? Think you will like Burmese food. I don't know what Burmese food is, to be honest with you. Don't know what that is. But if it's like curry, I probably will like it. I'm a Tim Curry fan. Who doesn't love Tim Curry? Tim Curry's great. He is the one I'm thinking of, right? Tim Curry is from... What is he known for? He's in Home Alone, right? He's in Home Alone, at least, for sure, right? Rocky Horror. Yeah, but he's also in Home Alone, right? Which is where I like him most, but he had such a small part, I think. I feel like that's the right guy, but I could be wrong. Either way. Hope you are doing freaking well, Mr. Keb. Glad to see you, sir. Glad to see you. Burmese, from Burma, now known as Myanmar. It's like curry. Then I would probably like it. I like curry, therefore, if it's like curry, I probably would like it. Text from my boss and told me, "Do not come in away," so I ended up not working on that day. I was happy and sad. Thing is, sad that I don't earn money, but happy I didn't have to work. That is always very nice. Love it when you have an extra freebie day. I need to look this shit up now. Hold on. Is Tim Curry in Home Alone? Yes, that is Tim Curry. Okay. I was correct. I had to look this shit up. Isn't he also in Scary Movie? Lava flows 4 blocks if you're in the overworld, and I think 8 blocks if you're in the nether. Very carefully. You can also use a piston pusher to move the blazes too, if that's a route you wanted to go down. You can piston move them too. Basically, though, okay, here I'll show you. So you have like a box, right? Like just pretend that this is your kill chamber box. All right, so this is your kill chamber box, right? You put the lava. We need a different block. You put the lava in the corners here, here, and here, right? And then you leave a gap right here, like a 2x2 area in the middle of your box, with the spawner just like right here. So the spawner's like right here. They drop if you have this surrounded by glass or another block. Then the lava all pushes them down into this hole, and then you can like piston move them to wherever you need them to go. But yeah, so you'll have to do a 3x3 that they will funnel into, and you'll just have to use signs so that the lava can still push them over there, but you don't have any issues with it. Correct. Correct. Think you will use blood. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually know a lot of Tim Curry movies. Or at least I don't think that I do. It flows far. Blood always does. You know a lot of Tim Curry shows, really? Because I am not so sure about that. I don't know that I could name a single Tim Curry show. Like, are we counting Rocky Horror as a show? No! Damn it! No one prepared me for that. I just broke a pickaxe. Damn it. Fuck. Oh, well, that's shitty. Now we have one less pickaxe. Damn it. Hey, there we go. We have a pick. I don't know if I have the levels to do that. We may have to go to the end. Alright, let's find out. Damn it. I haven't broke a pick in a long time. That's so sad. Alright, we need to make a new pick to fill our request real quick. Latte got me covered over here because he's like, this man, he just broke his damn pick. Sent it to purgatory. We need emeralds. I don't know that I do know a lot of Tim Curry. What do we need? Silk touch, mending, unbreaking, efficiency. 2 minutes of silence for our fallen pick. Yeah. I should make a pick graveyard. Every time we break a pick or a shovel, I definitely should make a graveyard for it. We need more emeralds first. Let's bring that many just in case. And we need a pick. Restarting the farm. Hopefully they don't escape this time. Don't let them escape. Star Wars, Clone Wars, the wild thornberries? No fucking way. Was he Nigel? Was he Nigel Thornberry? Animated masks, real monsters, Mighty Ducks, Captain Planet. Okay, I do know a lot of these. I can't recall him in there at all, but I do know a lot of these. Was he really Nigel Thornberry? Holy shit. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I didn't even think about that. God, that's like the second revelation that I had today. The first one was that the guy who played the Trinity Killer on Dexter was Lord Farquaad. Shit fucking blew my mind. Blew my mind. Nigel Thornberry. That's crazy. I didn't know that was him. That's crazy. Very interesting. Learn something new every day. It just makes me want to go watch the Wild Thornberry. Smashing! Fucking love that show. That was my jam. All right, new pick has been created. We have our replacement pick. We had enough levels, so that's great. The more you know, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. We do got ads here in 30 seconds. So we will pause real quick, and we'll be back in a minute 30 or whatever it is. Be right back. Okay, I'm kind of back. I mean, we still got 45 seconds, so I'm going to just take a chill pill for a second, but take a chill pill. Maybe a fresh bag of chips over there, yeah, uh-huh. How you go? Hi. Hi, Poppers. I can't believe you self-sacrificed 1,000 points, by the way. Dove on that sword, sacrificed those 1,000 points like it was nothing. Just hit it. Bam. Okay, we're back. I do actually need to make sure I take all of my breaks now as well, because I think today is the day that all of the people you gifted subs no longer have subs. So I think we definitely need to make sure we take every break so that we are not doing anything during the course of that. How are you? Oh, you lost your streak because you were on like a very long watch streak, weren't you? You were on a very long watch streak. I think you missed a day somewhere in there. Like 25, yeah. Yeah, we got to make sure we do take all of our ad breaks now, though. We don't want anything exciting to happen now that people are going to get ads again. So, you know, we will take that into consideration and advisement now, and we'll just go with it. They have 2 days left. According to when they were put in, they do not. Because it says that it was a month ago now. It says 1 month on the stream deck or whatever the fuck it's called. It says 1 month. Unless they get more? Really? It says 2 days left? Huh. Very weird. Yeah, when I go back and look at the logs, it says 1 month. Unless it just counts like a random number of days as a month or something. I don't know. Very weird. I guess that's possible because it's Twitch and it's a little janky sometimes. Anything new with you, Keb? Been a hot minute. Been a hot minute. Did I tell you? Maybe. Maybe. To get another right making B, you don't need ancient debris? No, I don't think you told me that. Grinding at work, dreading picking up hours tonight. Yeah, picking up hours always sounds great until that moment comes when you have to actually go put in the hours, and then it's no longer great. You need a full netherite block. Well, you have two options, luckily enough then. You can go hunt some more bastions, and if you get a treasure bastion, there is a good chance that you get a full netherite block from it. So you could just do that. 12-hour tonight, back in 16 on Saturday and Sunday. Oof. Yeah, I don't miss those days, honestly. Mine feel even worse, too, whenever I now have to work more than a 10-hour shift because I'm salary. So basically, anytime I have to work more than a 10-hour shift, I'm effectively losing money, which sucks. Need some endstone. Made an underwater house on my PS5 Minecraft. Wow. I'm kind of impressed that you have Minecraft on multiple platforms. You never go salary? Yeah. It's not great. But I will say most of my days are between 8 and 10 hours. So most days it is very worth it. Especially due to the pay increase that came when I got the salary. So most days it's pretty damn worth it, but yeah, no, I could totally see how it would be not advantageous to go salary. Set schedule is the weekend, but we lost 3 people within weeks, and now they're struggling to pick up people. Yeah, that happens too. You mean like you typically have the weekend off, or you typically work the weekend? I guess either could be there. My days off are stupid. I work the weekend at 12 a.m. to 4 p.m. both Saturday, and then have the rest of the week off. Dude, I would absolutely do that. That sounds fucking great. Work a 16-hour shift, and then you only work 32 hours a week, but you're done in 2 days, so you get 5 full days off. That'd be fucking sweet. I would do that in a heartbeat. It'd be amazing. Bow, armor, Arrow, sword, 17 stacks of sand. Why are you bringing so much sand to the end? But having to pick up multiple? Well, you only have to pick them up because they're so short-handed, right? Fair. Is it like forced? Like you have to pick them up, or you are just picking them up to get some extra money and potentially help them out? Because if it's forced, that's shitty. That is shitty. Yeah, that would be like the greatest shifts ever, honestly. Like, I couldn't tell you how happy I would be for those 2 days. Like, sure, I have to work for those 2 days. I have to work 16 hours in those 2 days. But I'd be the happiest motherfucker you ever saw. Come back, be like, oh, yeah, one more day and then 5 days off. And, you know, I would just always be happy. It'd be great. If we don't pick up the hours we want, they'll force hours. So we pick up random hours. That's shitty. Is it easy to survive on just 32 hours a week, though? Versus, like, getting those extra 8 hours in the week? Because I know at least here, people struggle to make ends meet on 40 hours. Can you easily do it? Nice. Yeah, people be struggling here on that. Oh, inventory's fucking full again. Some people work like 3 or 4 jobs here too because they're just like not getting paid enough. Save up a bit more? Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. Iron, dirt, sand, gravel. To do more out of the house things, and that costs money. It does cost money. You are correct. You are correct. Basically, leaving the house costs money. I mean, staying in the house can also cost money because if you order out or anything like that, then, you know, a lot of money. But everything costs so much damn money nowadays. It's crazy. It is crazy. Depends on how busy the pub restaurant is in Canada. Went to the concert last night, first one ever. She's excited and wants to do more. Ooh, very nice. That's why you haven't left the house in 20 days. That's fair. Hey, if I didn't have to go to work, I'd be there. I'd be right there with you, with the exception of walking the dogs every day, multiple times a day. I would be right there with you. Yeah, concerts are super fun. Super fun. Usually not cheap, but very fun. Currently, I am using my Twitch or slash PayPal, I guess, both, to save up for a new chair. Because my butt's been hurting in this one, so I definitely need to get a new chair. So I'm using like all subs and everything like that towards the chair right now. That's my one goal. Get new chair. Need a new PC? Yeah, that's fair. Remote position. Ooh, that'll be fun. That'll be very nice. My work isn't busy, so I get like 2 days per week. When my work gets busy, it's 4 days per week. That's rough too, though, because you want the monies, but you can't always get the monies, you know? It's also rough. I don't know that I would have the sensibility to do a work from home job. I think I would get too distracted and just be like, "Yeah, fuck you guys. I'm not doing that today." I think the fact that I was at home, like I got my dogs and everything like that, I would just be like, "Yeah, that's not happening. I'm not working today." And then I would be quickly ushered out of the job just as quickly as they hired me. Ah, I see. Why do you hate me? Ba-da-da-da. Underwater caves, they fucking hate me. Da-da-da-da. Try so hard. Stupid ass underwater caves. Hate you so much. Oh, you are taking the piss right now, buddy. You are taking the fucking piss. When you apply for ad reviews for constant workflow, it seems nonstop, so hopefully it's like that. That would be good, but you're still at home, right? Like, you still need to have the dedication, desire, willingness, and ability to do the things. And that's where I'd fall off hard. Yeah, the fucking underwater caves are my nightmare. They are the worst fucking thing ever. I hate them so much. Loathe them. Despise them. Look at this shit. Why? Like genuinely, there is nothing more than I hate than these underwater caves. Laptop up and work on personal projects. Yeah, but like if you're working on the personal projects, I would not be wanting to work on work projects, you know, and that would be my issue. I'd get fired so fast because I'd just be like playing Minecraft instead of doing the job that they're trying to pay me to do. That would be the big issue. Ooh, where did I put my sponges? Shit. Where did we put our sponges? Don't remember. Don't remember. It's bad. It's very bad. We need lay sponges. You don't like underwater caves. When searching caves to build my house near and it's full of water, then it's not good. Yeah, it's just a pain in the ass. More that I have to drain. I'm already digging thousands of blocks over here, and you want me to drain every damn thing in the world? Come on, man. There's our sponges. Come on, man. Get sponged. Get sponged. Suck it. Suck it. Cause it's you know it's sucking up the water, obviously. Need a replacement shovel, and we gotta make sure we get our other sponge. Sus Viking. No sus. There was no sus. That is the next emote I think I will make, though, is Sus Viking. I believe I do have one slot at the moment, so I may make a sus Viking yeah, emote. Sounds funny. Sounds pretty funny. There's that. We got all our gravel and our stone. It's crazy to me, by the way, we've already filled up 4 double chests of stone, and we've like just barely started digging here. Silk. Ooh, you don't have silk on you. Ooh, that's bad. No silk is bad. We need to go repair all of our shovels and or make more shovels very soon. We need to do that. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. This shovel should last until we finish this little section here. I'm not redeeming to make a shovel. I know, I already got you to spend a day's worth of points or more. My goal is working. Cabby's trying to get up to the 100K. He's saving like a motherfucker to get to the 100K. And every time I can get him to spend any amount of points that doesn't go towards that 100K is great. How much is it? For a shovel is 1K. Or a pick is 1K. I believe he has right around 25K right now. Yeah, pick is 1,000 or whatever. Or 1.2. No, it says 1,000. It was only 1,000. And I think Latte has somewhere around 25,000 points right now. Like, he's very close, if not just past 25,000. He's rapidly approaching the 100K mark, though. He's approaching it. I still think he has less points than one of my moderators, but he's got to be close now, so that is a thing. He's got to be close. I know there's a way to track it, you know, if you start it from the beginning and you run all the programs or whatever, but unfortunately I did not do that, so I just kind of have to guess what everyone has unless they tell me, and then I know, but then, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose because then they can't ambush me. You know? Lot of points. And instead of redeeming the turtle lair, which is inside of this perimeter, he wants to make us leave our perimeter to go and build the Hall of Heroes. He's like, I am tired of this place, Grandpa. We're going to get you into a new project now. Ooh, we got some armadillo scoot. Don't know what that's used for, actually, but I'm going to keep picking it up. Granite, sand, and gravel. Tis a lot of points, though. I know Actually, I have no idea how much you're at right now, Keb. Like, I have no idea how many points you have. Because you lurk. You lurk quite a bit if you're here, I feel. Only 27. Okay, okay. That's not as bad as I thought. It's not that bad. If I may ask, which point will you be saving for? Which redemption? Obviously, there are many of them now, but I would like to know what you're saving for. And Thor, I would also like to know what you are saving your points for, too. Where you're trying to go with it. Hope our pick lasts through this. Perfect. Yeah, this is not too bad of an area here. This did not take quite as long as I thought it would. And that is always a good news. So maybe we start the building today? I don't know. I don't know if I want to continue digging or if maybe we want to go place a little bit of mountain, or I don't know what we want to do. Maybe build some trees. I have yet to decide. But I know I want to do something most likely different than digging, because we haven't been digging for that long, 2 days now, but 2 days is a lot of digging. So I may try to break that up a little bit. And this is the last little bit for this area. Nice. So all we've done is basically expand our tiny little hole, and we've given it a new purpose. New informations, which is great. I probably will move this beacon at some point just because it's kind of in the way of the storage, but the other beacons are fine, and we'll just be able to continue ascending that as fast as we can. Almost at our full first chest of that. Got some coal. Very nice. Found the stronghold chunk. Nice. So we still have a lot of digging to go. The whole river, to be exact, but it won't be that bad. It won't be as bad as you think, because there's a lot of, like, cliffs and shit in here. Like, a lot of big open areas, and I don't think it'll be too terrible. Which is always good. And we don't have to empty this water, which is even better. Even better news, to be honest. So I'm very happy about that. Cool. Let's take a look. That is the only thing we've dug so far. Again, maybe we come back and we do dig this all out, even though it's the shallows, to much deeper, but I don't think we will. I don't think we will. All right, so let's maybe do some plotting here and see if we can't come up with something decent. Do we want to use stone? We're probably going to want to texture this, right? Thinking, processing. So we want to kind of make some circles. I think the first one needs to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1. 1, 2. No. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That might be a little bigger than I wanted it to be. Is that too big? Might be too big. It might be a little too big. It is what she said. Damn right. There was a an Ice Cube lyric that I wanted to iterate right there, but I am not allowed to use the lyrics. Let's try slightly smaller than a 7 wide. Well, that was probably longer than a 7 wide, but whatever. Try slightly shorter. Change out our pick so that we're good. All right, let's try that again. Let's see. Let's try slightly smaller. Is it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That feels better. Fly up. That feels better. Not as chunky. Feels better. And then do we want to make the next one slightly smaller than this, or do we want to keep it relatively the same size? And do we want them to be exactly perpendicular to each other? Unsure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one we'll do the 2, and then maybe we'll just do 2. Like that, slightly smaller. Let me take a look and see how that feels. These might still be too big of circles. You can tell that it's definitely smaller. I don't know that that's a good thing. I don't know that that's a good thing. So, how do we make this work? It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. And that does come with a question of what we do here. What do we do here? So I think first things first, we need to fill in these two parts of the mountain. These two. so that we can have an idea of where the hell we're going to connect this shit. So let's start there then. Let's start there. Gonna have to do some mountaineering here. We're at least going to go up and over this tree because I don't feel like taking it out right now as well. It just feels like the right decision here. So maybe up one more section here. Okay, so something like that. And then we want to start to bring it up, but not as much as you would like to think, right? Because you want to connect to the next part before you do something weird like that. So you just kind of bring it up little bits at a time. And then you cross stitch it. Like that. And then we want to start going a little bit more out. So we go here. And then we come back and go back in, right? Come out again. Okay, this can go up at least one more time. Okay, then we want to do... Not that. That is cute, but it's wrong. Okay, so you want to start really laying it on thick here. Where do you want it to go? Because that's important. The shape of this definitely matters a great deal. And you want to make it look like a pattern without looking like a pattern as well. So that's kind of your goal here. Make it look like a pattern, but also not too much like a pattern, but just enough to be full of a pattern, if that makes any kind of sense to anyone except for me. Okay, and continue on up here. So we could go, we need to at least go here. So let's say there. And sometimes just little small changes is enough to make the difference. So that's what we're going to go with here. Got to remember, this has to go up to there. It's got to go pretty damn high. And the higher it goes, the easier this becomes, in my opinion. Okay, let's go up again a couple blocks. The circles aren't going to make sense to you, to anyone besides me as well. Are you in need of assistance? For what? What would I need assisting for? Or with? I am simply building Le Mountain. Bouncing off ideas. No. I just don't know how I'm going to connect these two circles to this mountain yet. Like, in my head, they go, like, one goes like this, like an archway. But then another one, like this one, probably a big archway. And then the next one connects smaller into that archway. So in my head, they're like hills with arches underneath them. Like, I know what I want to do. It's just a matter of doing it right now. Which sometimes is easier said than done. Up here, and then... like that. Right now, we're making this little tiny part of the mountain so that we can kind of figure out how we're going to connect it. And then once we figure out how we are going to connect it, then it's a matter of connecting it. And like here, here. Something like that. Make a little bit of jagged edges around there. Okay, we go up again. Realistically, this is the easy part. Once we get this part, we can kind of see how the glue goes together, and then we can infer based on the glue if it's going to work out in the way that we hope it does, or if we need to readjust and rebuild, which is always a distinct possibility. Okay, something like that. Come back out here. Bounce this one up. Bounce that over here. Bounce that. Go down one. Up one. Do that. Stop breaking multiple blocks. God damn. Stop it. Okay, and up again before we go back out. At least one more. Like that. Make the outline again. And you kind of just wave it in and out, and somehow that usually ends up working in my favor. Not the most efficient way, but it does usually work to a degree. So we're building these big-ass pointy ones here, but those are not going to be pointy either. So that is another thing that we need to consider, because if one's pointy, the other one's not pointy, the question becomes, well, how do you make it work? I'm not sure yet. I do know that I want to do more here, though. Here. And bring these out as normal. Bring that up, just like that. Yeah, we're cooking. We're cooking here now. Keep going up, and I guess we go out again. Doesn't really matter if it's perfect either, because at such a large scale, with so much mountain around you, you are never going to notice one tiny little mistake in this. You're never going to notice it. So we're okay to make a lot of mistakes on this scale this big, and that is just something that you have to be okay with, I think. And we are. We're definitely okay with not being perfect of any kind here. We just want it to be value added instead of value decreased. And then we just need to make it a little bit pointy on the top here. And that piece should be pretty good. Let's take a look at it from a distance. And obviously it's a very tiny part of a much larger thing. But if you just look at it now, yeah, that feels pretty good. And I think we also need to do the corner one here to really kind of figure out everything. Yeah. It looks good though. And, you know, only got to do that 700 more times or, you know, whatever it is. It's probably not 700, but it is a lot of times. I guess we could count that if we really wanted to, but I have zero interest in counting that. Oh, Jesus. That looks pretty good. All right, let's fly over here, get all the mobs to despawn. And then we'll fly back. We'll pick up some more stone. And we'll go and do this. We're also out of rockets again. How are we always out of rockets? Where do the rockets go? Like, I swear I'm not using that many of them. I swear it, man. Oh, this one's gonna be fucking thick, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's gonna be fucking thick. Remember, we're still gonna have to come back and texture all of this. Like, we genuinely should have been texturing as we went up here, and we did not do that. So that's gonna create more work for us in the long game. But I think that's okay. Okay. Okay, where is our first? Do we want to go all the way up there? I feel like we do, right? So by this mountain being very tall, we can make this one a pretty decent height without overshadowing this mountain as well. And that will help. Yeah, still quite a ways. I think we need to do maybe 2 more layers. Maybe this layer will be the final one here, and then we'll start going up. And 1 more. I think we need to go up 1 more after this, actually. And then we can start the curvature of it. And keep in mind, it will not be this flat when we're done, because we're going to kind of angle that in and give you like a much steeper curve. We just haven't gotten there yet. All right, start the process of going up here now. Not all the way, but just enough that you know. It is a lot of work in progress. It will be for a while. And then eventually we'll get to a point where you'll just be like, you'll look and you'll see and you'll be like, holy shit, you've made a lot of progress, right? Like it'll go from work in progress to, oh my God, look how much progress you've actually fucking made. And that will be the moment. That will be the moment. Like, it's going to look good. You just got to trust the process and that I somewhat know what I'm doing. And even though you don't know the end vision, because it exists solely in my head, you'll start to see it and piece together the world as we've come to make it. But you are correct. It is, and it will be a lot of work in progress for quite some freaking time. And I kind of like that, to be honest. Like every day that we stream is more that we are adding to this at a rapid pace. So just know that we're getting there and it's working. It's just gonna take a sec. I guess we go up 4 here. So 1, 2, 3. And then I want to go back over here. And then we want to go like over here and do 1 there. Do this. It's to have something to look forward to? Yeah. Like that. And match this one up. Get rid of that one. Okay, we need to go up 1 more block or it screws it up. And these angle ones are a little bit more tricky to do because of the angle. So you really have to pay attention because we need to get up there still. But this needs to not be as thick by the time we get up there. So you have to make sure you're losing a lot of blocks. You're losing a bunch and you're still going up as high as you can, but in a weird fashion. And then you have to come back and place the weird blocks as well, or it just doesn't make sense. Okay, so maybe we go up at least 1 more layer here. 2, 2, I guess. Let's try to go branch out a little bit. Yes. Yes. Something like that. I'm not going to lie, even with just the stone and 0 texturing on these, the mountains don't look terrible. And that is a very good sign for us right now. Like, they're able to hold their cohesiveness, and that is a very good sign for us. From a distance, you can tell there's a lot of jagged peaks, and there are very little flat areas. And that's okay. But it makes sense somewhat. Okay, we need to definitely pinch this down a little bit because it is going too wide right now. So we need to definitely come out again. Like keep backing it up. Put those there. Stay on the inner track, I think. Occasionally we'll go to the outer track again right here. Yeah, these corners are definitely the worst part of the mountain. They are the hardest part to do to get to look right. And if you fuck it up, it's very hard to tell what exactly you did wrong. You still can to a degree, but it's still difficult. And then you just got to go through and do a bunch of little tchotchke shit like that. Something like this. Pump that up another layer. Okay. We really need to go up now. We're dicking around too much. We need to make this work. Gotta land the plane real soon here. And then we can go over here, here, and here. Okay, let's try that. Keep going this way, and we can probably do something like that. Bring that down just a smidgen so that we make it the right height. And we go inwards again. I think we're going to be too thick here. I think we're going to have to redo a good portion of this mountain because it's not going to come out as thin as I need it to. It's going to be too chunky. Can already kind of see that that is where we're heading right now, and we need to definitely taper that so that it can work to our advantage. Up one. Got still a decent amount of stone. Three, good. Okay, now we can do the corner. Then over here, then back to the front, then back here, and stay there. Gradually going up here. Try not to make it too fast, too furious, or it doesn't work at all. Just got to pay attention. A lot of practice and a lot of random clicking. And hopefully we will achieve our goal here. Yeah, look, it's so thick. This is going to be tough. This is going to be super tough to get it to the right side here. Okay, we'll leave a lot of these here, but keep going up. Add your ones randomly. The ones just help to add a bit of character. Something like that, and oh, we're so close. I feel it. I just don't know if we're going to make it to the top like, in this capacity. There's like this little block right there and this one here that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, which we can't have. Come on, baby, just work. That may have worked. That may have worked. Let's check. May have worked. It felt a little clunky, but it could still work. Yeah, we definitely need to come back through and add a little bit of spiky bits. Like you can see right here and here and here. It needs a little bit more variety, but at least the point has lined up. Let me look at it from a different angle, like over here perhaps. Suppose we'll sleep first. Yeah, it still feels pretty nice, actually. Yeah, it still feels pretty nice. It feels like a decent corner, and I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. Hi, bear. I think that'll work. And then once we have a big pillar connecting to that, it should be pretty good, I think. Yeah, I'm relatively satisfied with that. Hi, hello, ma'am. Hello. Hello. Hello, little potato. What's going on? What's going on, huh? I stop petting her and she just looks at me like, the fuck you doing, human? Alright, so these are going to have to be at least to like that height tall. And we'll make that work. But I am going to call it here for today. It is already 5 p.m. I did have a little bit of a late start today. Only 2 hours, but that is more than the 1.5 hours that I am currently guaranteeing. So, yeah, thanks so much for watching, hanging out, guys. Appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow for hopefully a bit of a longer stream. And we may do some mountain. We may do some digging. We may do both. I don't know. We'll do something. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, ciao.